Let's get those tunes going. Let's get this shared over. And we'll be ready to go in just a minute. Are you guys ready to do this? Let's do it. Let's do it, shall we? Hi. How we all doing? Hope we're having a great evening. I haven't streamed in a couple days. This normally happens over the weekend. I do shit, you know? I go to the restaurant and it's, you know, a bunch of stuff. I love water. All right, well, I'm pretty tired, so let's get it. How's that sound? Okay. Welcome to the MJS Daily Recap. So happy you're here. Had a week. Had a weekend. It was pretty good. And you know, we got a lot of things done, and that's what we do here. We talk about the shit that we've accomplished. So let's do that, shall we? Saturday, worked at Ray's restaurant, Grandma's place. I say it every time. It's tough. Have to do it. We're there. We did a little thing, a marketing thing for them. Their special calendar, weekly or monthly specials. We put that together. Easy. Filmed AM and the PM. Amanda came over, filmed an episode. It's actually Thanksgiving special for AM and the PM. So we're doing one every holiday. So Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, all that jazz. So look forward to that on Thanksgiving, actually, at 3 p.m. That'll drop. So you watch it with your family. Put it up on television while you're having the turkey. Watch it. It'll be great. It's great content. Seriously. So looking forward to that. And then also, Amanda and I went to the gym. That was the first time I've been to the gym. Well, we had been to the gym recently together, but we did this workout, Olivia pulling or some shit, and it was like some presses, some curls, some tricep back kickback things, whatever, a couple like different exercises. It was pretty good. I wasn't that sore after it or anything like that, but it's good. Got to move the body. It kind of actually, when I did that, it kind of like got me into this idea where I was on this kick on Sunday. And normally this happens when I go to work and I don't really have a lot, like I'm working, but it's kind of like secondary, and I'll like write notes or something like as I'm kind of like, you know, have some downtime. And one of the things that I did was I wanted to implement more of a like a system for myself that emphasizes health. So that's one of the things that I did down here was like health routine. Like I made this big list, and actually, honestly, everything that I do in my life, I kind of think like, how can I share this with people in like a very easy to consume form? So I might put together something like that, you know, with all the things that I do, you know, so just like routine shit that people, you know, obviously take for granted or whatever. But when you build a routine, stuff as simple as like brushing your fucking teeth in the morning, flossing at night, like all that sort of stuff, going to the gym. These are all real things that I think either people don't do or they take for granted. And it's I know it's tough for me. It's probably tough for other people to like get this shit into their head and get it into a routine where it's just all second nature, because we have so many other things going on, especially when you're trying to build things or whatever the case may be. So those were just like a couple things, but health overall, you know, whether it's physical fitness or, you know, things about your body, skincare, like all that sort of stuff, especially in these times too, where, you know, your actual health, like vitamins and minerals and stuff like that, it can make or break, your situation if you get sick and stuff. So just something that I was thinking about. I put a little bit of effort into it, but I have a lot of projects that get started and then eventually get done. So that'll probably be kind of like one of those things where it kind of all culminates. But it's working. I'm trying to personally implement it, and it's working pretty good there. Also started making a family tree because I was talking to my grandmother over the weekend and on Friday, and she was saying all these like cousins and aunts and uncles that like, from Italy basically that I don't know. Well, I know, but I don't really know them that well. And I want to kind of like document that almost. Again, silly little project, but I just put some names on a actually Family Echo is a great thing. FamilyEcho.com. If you want to make I was searching for something like that, and luckily, I found something. It's literally so simple. You just put the names in, it makes the chart for you. You don't have to do any bullshit. It's great. So that's an interesting little thing there. And I fucked up my sleep again. So I went, what the fuck did I do last night? I went to sleep. I was tired. I went to sleep at like 8 or 9, and I woke up at 11. No, I think it was more like 7. Woke up at like 10:30 or something. And then I got up and I was like, okay, well, we're going to do this again like I did the other night. And I went to bed, or I didn't go to bed. I woke up and I worked until like 5 a.m. this morning on the portal, which I will show because it's almost done. And I want to make a whole video on that. But so fucked up the sleep schedule and then woke up at like 11. But I promise you, as soon as I'm done here, I'm going to sleep because we need to get back on track and I'm tired. So yeah. But we'll talk about the portal real quick at the end. And then today, processed AM and the PM 36, so the episode that we did. And I posted this thing on Instagram. So it was, you should follow my Instagram. Yeah, follow my Instagram, please. But I posted this on there, and I don't know if you can kind of see this, but so last night in the middle of the night at like 2 a.m. you can see it on here. I set the tripod and I took like some video, like so I could get a still picture of me working in the dark, like what I normally do on occasion here. And this isn't the greatest screenshot, but I was pretty happy with it, so I just put it together. But I had this idea like a couple days ago. I was like, I'm gonna take a picture of me in the dark working, and I'm gonna say like something like this, like, the road to success is a lonely one, embrace it. And I don't feel too lonely because I do have like good people in my life. Amanda's a huge positive impact, and a lot of other great people, and I'm always trying to establish those relationships. But that's not the point of this. If you read this over here, like, it's not that you're gonna be lonely because you have nobody in your life and you have no friends. That's not what it is. It's like there are literally times where you have to be alone to get the shit done. There's obviously times like you have like a team and stuff like that if you scale, but what I mean is like there's so many times that I just have to put these fucking headphones on and just work. Like there's no other option. Like I could pay, I guess, somebody to fucking do it for me, but ultimately I don't really think that's, maybe you could do that. I'll say maybe you can do that, but I think that's what I mean by that. Not that you're going to be completely alone, but there is a lot of lonely times, and you got to be able to realize that this is the reason I'm doing this. Like the reason that I'm being a little bit alone right now and I'm taking some time, thoughtful time and hard work is because I know that the payoff is going to be greater than the situation that I'm in right now. So that's kind of what I mean, but I really liked the way that came out. It's pretty good. So just another piece of content. Keep it going. What else we got? I filmed FBP 67. That was actually a huge conversation about content, real estate, and all sorts of stuff. Fantastic guest. Fantastic talk. Very excited for it. Should be released on Wednesday at noon, so look out for that. Fueled by Progress. Go subscribe. And then I played some hockey, 2 games. Lost the first one in overtime. It was a crazy game. Came back from 4-1. I had like the game tying goal in like no time left in regulation. Crazy. Doesn't happen often, but it was like such a shitty goal. It was crazy. And then played a second game and 2-2 into overtime. I had the 2 goals and then I scored in shootout. It's great. I just enjoy getting out there, running around, getting some exercise, especially indoors in the winter, because I don't like to play outside in the winter because that's fucking silly. I remember a time way back in the day where I would play literally on ice outside, and we don't have skates on. We're running. It was dumb. Anyway, that's actually real quick caveat there, real quick callback here to the other thing, the health implementation. So like if I play hockey, like I'm not really going to force myself to like do other exercise that day, but I want to make sure that I'm moving and continually like, you know, getting like doing some push-ups either in the day or going to the gym with Amanda, like something like that. So just those types of things, but I'll put out some more content on that at some point. This only other thought that I had was, it was funny. I don't remember how this came up, but like I asked my grandmother for $1 million, and like I wasn't serious. Okay, like it was just a joke or whatever. And she said like this was totally in jest. It had nothing to do with actually me asking for money, but the thought process, it was like, you know, give me $1 million or something like that. And she's like, you can't retire off that. And I'm like, what? Like the bigger thing here. The bigger thing here is like, you know, in that situation was like, I just thought that was really misguided. Like we had some conversations this weekend, and it was kind of like interesting, a couple of things that she said, and like just to kind of get like an older person's perspective on their life and how everything has gone. And that is a very interesting thing, because I don't want to retire. You know, like I don't want to retire. Like, I don't understand people that want to retire per se. I guess I understand that, like, yeah, you might look forward to that, but why? But I don't understand why you would. You know, like, I don't want to retire because I don't look forward to being like 70 years old necessarily. I look forward to living a life that feels like I'm just free all the time. And I don't mean free to do literally anything I want. Free to just like continue to build, continue to make things happen, and continue to just lead a fulfilled life. So, yeah, that was just funny, because like, let's play a hypothetical game here real quick. So let's say that I was given $1 million right now, right? What I mean is that there's no way that I would think about retiring. Like, what the fuck? Like, you can't just like not do anything off $1 million. Like, you know, that doesn't make any sense. Like, I would invest that either into businesses or into stocks, mutual funds, like all sorts of stuff like that. You know, this is a good exercise. Like, what would you do if you were given $1 million? Would you just blow it? I would hope not, right? So those are the things that I mean is, you know, again, I'm not going to get $1 million. I wasn't asking for a handout. It was a joke and an interesting response. But if you ever do get an opportunity, whether it's fucking $5 or $100 or whatever, if you ever get like some sort of opportunity or an offer or a project or something like that, like just don't waste it, you know, and make sure that I don't understand the word retirement. Like, I don't like the word retirement. It's funny. I just watched like a Dave Ramsey video the other day of this guy like who's 25 and he had no debt, and he's like, I don't know about retirement. Well, I mean, I have retirement accounts, right? But it's not like I want to be done at that point. I don't want to ever be done. So that's just kind of the way that I thought about that. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. Okay. Last thing that I want to do is I want to just kind of real quick show the update on this portal, because I know I haven't, because we just had it. So let's see. So this is beautiful. I'm very happy with the way that this is going, and it's super dope. So again, this is myfindatech.com. So findatech.com is my website design company's website, and then myfindatech is like for clients that host with us and have like, you know, like a recurring, like an extended relationship with us. And after we build their site, they're going to be able to come in here. I'm going to make them an account, and it's going to be great. So let me just log into like a random account here. I don't remember the passwords. Okay, so I made some adjustments. This is, I'm gonna actually turn off these overlays. Yeah, okay. So this is where we're at currently. And I'm actually gonna do one more thing because I can, so why not? Boom. No backgrounds, that's awesome. Okay, so real quick, I just wanna go over this. because I made some adjustments, like I said, and I'm very happy with the way that it's turning out, the way that it's looking, and I'm just excited to get people on this. And I don't know, just I'll fucking make a video about how I did it, honestly, because I had this literal breakthrough at like 3 a.m. last night that, like, it was amazing. I don't even know. There's not much to this thing right now, but the idea of everything that I had to pull together and the scalability of it too, if I needed to add more things, is just beyond me. So I'm very happy with it. But yeah, so built on WordPress, WooCommerce, Ultimate Member. Those are like all the big things that I used here. Wouldn't expect you to understand that if you don't do WordPress development, that's fine. But regardless, I'm just going to give you, if you were a client of ours, what this would kind of look like. So you come in, you log into your dashboard, and this is kind of just like, kind of mirroring this. You have files that you can go to. You have your subscriptions, you have support, you have my account. Just a couple of different things that, again, kind of coincide with the stuff over here. And there's a couple pieces of this that are still not done yet, but they're almost done. But anyway, so the point of this, again, the premise is like you're a client and you've just built a website with us and you're going to host with us, meaning that there's going to be a recurring fee that you pay for web hosting and maintenance to make sure that your site just stays up online, has a place to live, and just stays working, right? Because that's an actual cost of owning a website that a lot of people don't understand. So what I did here was I made like this nice little place. So we can just kind of go, all of these again coincide to this stuff. I'll just go down the side, it doesn't matter. So this is the dashboard, very simple. Files. This is literally amazing, okay? This was the major breakthrough. It doesn't look like much, but like what I had to do here was I pulled together these pieces of things and like this way to like put things in certain places. And what I did was, this is a project, and then this is just says like the project contract. And if you click this button, it opens up the contract, and it's not even the contract, it's just a dummy PDF. But the point is that we're signed in as John Smith right now. Okay, that's some random fucker, right? That has nothing to do with anything. But John Smith, if he clicks on files, is gonna see this. But if Jane Doe clicks on files, she's not going to see this. She's going to see either her project with her contract, or she might see nothing, or whatever whatever the hell. So the point is that that sounds like, oh yeah, that's pretty simple, dude. But like at the end of the day, the way that you had to do this on here was I was playing around with it in my head, and like I manufactured a way to do this. I didn't do it like in code or anything. I did it with tools, but I didn't do it like, I didn't just get something that just kind of worked. I had to kind of finagle it. So I was super happy when this worked, because that means that I can have dynamic content based on whoever signed in. So, if I want to put this specific file in John Smith's, full, user profile, then I could do that. If I want to do something else for somebody else, then I could do that. So very excited about that. And this is scalable, again, because it could be project contracts. I currently use Google Drive for like file sharing. So if you want to add images to your site and stuff like that, you put them in there, and then I have those assets to work from. So maybe even like a link, whatever that link is, like you can upload there. I don't know, just thinking of different things. But yeah, super excited about that. Orders is, again, just like, this is actually funny too, because I actually what did I do? I actually tested this, and it actually works. It's amazing. So like I just did one for $1, and like I did it on my personal card, and it seemed to work. So you come into orders, and you have, this part's a little fucked up the way that WooCommerce does this. I might have to change this, but like this is your account, so you could like edit account details, addresses, payment methods, like all that sort of stuff, and that'll get saved in your profile. And then like these are your orders, so whenever you place an order, you'll have that. And the order is just like almost the invoice of getting paid. So let's say your web hosting is $19 a month, and you start it today, then you'll have an order for today. And then, subsequently every month you would have like a new order in a sense, just because that's the new thing. And all of those orders per se are a subscription. So like you can see like this order is a part of this subscription, and that type of thing. So that's the way that I did it. That's called WooCommerce subscriptions. $200 a year, but it seems like it's quite worth it because they made this process super easy, and I don't know, it seems pretty dope. So yeah. And then support is just, if you want to send us an email, give us a call, or, fill out this contact form, we can do that. And then, yeah, I mean, it's nothing crazy. It's not super, it's not super, there's not like a shitload of things on here, but it does the job. And again, it allows for me to scale. I want to just, kind of like wrap this all up with the idea of, God damn it. Hang on. I hate that. There we go. Okay. So I want to wrap this up with this idea, okay? And I'll relate it to this because I think it's valuable. You can definitely relate it elsewhere. I built this in a week, okay? Because I needed it. A week ago, prior to me building this, I had this fork in the road. It was that I can either try to do something where, like, basically, I'll try to make a long story short, like, I use QuickBooks, and I was invoicing people recurringly for this hosting, and that wasn't really working because I was gonna have to call the person up and get them to tell me their information, right? Like, when you go to Amazon, you type in your credit card, you put it in there, it's secured, and you get to do it. You don't have to call somebody up on the phone, right? There was no real way to do that, and I wanted to make this the fucking right way. So I told myself, well, I can either try that, I can either do that, or I can just make something that I know will work and that I know will be the right way to do it, right? Or like the standard way of getting shit done and having people like go in here and literally like they go to their order, they go to a product, they add it to their cart, they go to the checkout, they put all their information in, they press, like, I don't have to do anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't have to do anything. And I actually think, I haven't seen it yet, I'm gonna have to check it out on the other thing, but like you can even, like, I'm pretty sure, like, cancel your subscription. That would only make sense if you could. So like, you can, like, cancel, you come in here, and if this was active, you'd press cancel, and that would work too. So the point is, I wanted to make it, well, actually you couldn't see anything I was just doing, but sorry. But anyway, the point is that I wanted to make a portal. I wanted to make a self-service, area where I can set somebody up with an account. They could go in, I could tell them exactly what to order or whatever, and send them a link directly to the product. They purchase it. It all works out. And then if they ever want to cancel, they can do so. And if they cancel, then we obviously have a different situation. We have to offload them onto like their next thing or whatever because they're on our hosting and stuff like that. But that's neither here nor there. I wanted to do it the right way. And I got a lot of experience because this is my first or second site that's going to have like this type of stuff on it, like actual e-commerce built by me. So I'm super happy. I'm really happy the way this turned out. I got to do maybe a few more tweaks, but I think we're pretty much ready. So hopefully we have a client that needs to go on here, and we have some other clients that I'd like to get on here because it'll be better. And actually, I think I might, if I do this, then I think I can actually downgrade my QuickBooks subscription and save like $20 a month. So I'm very happy. I'm very happy about this. And again, I want to make a video explaining kind of how I did this and put it on the Find It Tech channel. If I do that, I will share it. If you're interested in it, watch it. If you have any questions on this or building websites in general, I know that I gave like a high overview here, but if you like have a brand, even like the person I did the episode with today, they're interested in like podcasting and live video and stuff like that. And I'm just learning so much shit. I'm like a sponge. I'm soaking it all up, and I just want to continue to share that with people. So if you ever have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. I'd be more than happy to help. But with that, I think I'm going to go because I'm sleepy. And yeah, so I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much, as always, for tuning in. And we will talk to you probably tomorrow. So, see ya.